Welcome to a ranking of one of the most marmitiest bands around. Are they metal? Are they not metal? Who fucking cares? They're good, and we're gonna rank them. So, before we get started with my ranking, pop down below, what's your favourite Ghost albums? What's your least favourites? And do you enjoy the new one? Because the new one has just dropped, Impera. And are you on the side of, it's amazing, or are you on the side of, this is shit, go back to metal, like Meliora? Because there's a big divide on this one as well, just like there was on Prequel. So it'll be interesting to hear what you guys think. So, let's get started with my least favourite, which is Infestis. I never know how to say it. It's a weird word. Now, this one is always going to be last for me. I enjoy a lot of the songs. Some of my favourite Ghost songs are on this album. Zombie Queen. Gula, Zombie Queen, is probably my favourite Ghost song. It just has that transition in the middle. It goes super heavy. It's amazing. Year Zero, fantastic as well. Like Beelzebub, Beelzebub, Lucifer. It's fun. It's one of the most fun. And Per Aspera ad inferi. That's definitely not how you sing it, but love that song as well. But most of the other songs on it, aside from Monstrous Clock is a monster of a song. But a lot of the other songs are probably the weakest Ghost songs they've ever written, in my opinion. Like Body and Blood, don't really like that song. Depth of Satan's Eyes, Idolatrine, none of these songs are very good, in my opinion. Don't like them. So, this is easily last for me because on all the other albums, I like pretty much all the songs. There might be a few that stand out, but on this one, there's quite a few. There's a bit more than on some of the others, so that's why it's last. Still love it, still has some of the best songs they've ever written on. It's just there's a bit of filler in between. And that's all I'm going to say. Still love the album, still great, still going to play it all the time. It's just I'm never going to be, I'm never going to be dancing around to Body and Blood. It's never going to happen. So this is last. Next up we have Impera, the newest one. Some people are loving it, saying it's the best one yet. Some people aren't. I like it more than Infestis, but I don't think I like it more than Prequel. The reason being is in Prequel, sure, it's a bit poppier, but it's more fun. I think it's more fun than this one. This one is more metal, sure, but again, there's two songs on here which I'm just not a big fan of, and those are the two last songs, which kind of drag a bit. And yeah, everything after 20s kind of goes a bit downhill. A couple of ballads and just songs that I'm like, they're fine. There's nothing wrong with them. Heart of the Darkness, what's it called? Let me find it. Darkness at the Heart of My Love. That's a good song, but I think the one on Prequel, Life Eternal, is way better. I just think it's way better, which is why Prequel's higher. The songs that they try and do in this one, they do better on other albums. Still love this album though. So nitpicking aside, still love the album. 20s was such a weird single, but now I love it. In the 20s, it's too good. It reminds me of I Am the Walrus by the Beatles. Now, it does feel like that kind of weird, they're on some weird hallucinogenic drug when they're singing that song. So fun. And some of the other songs are amazing. Hunter's Moon, Call Me Little Miss Sunshine, 10 out of 10 songs, and Watchers in the Sky. That's been stuck in my head for ages. That's probably the best song on the album. This is an amazing album. It's just, I got little nitpicks. It's not big things. It's just that after 20s, I'm kind of like, it's pretty good. Just not blowing me away every single song like some of the other albums. So, really, with my least favourite Ghost albums, I still love like 90% of it. It's just a couple, like the last two songs in it, not for me. Rest of it, 10 out of 10. Love it. So let's go on to the next one, which is Prequel. Prequel is the next one. This and Impera, pretty much on the same level for me, but Prequel takes the edge because the ballad on Prequel, Life Eternal, is one of the best songs I've ever done. Oh my god, I love that. They're not going to do a ballad as good as that. They're just not. And Rats has been stuck in my head since release. Like, that beats anything off Impera. It just does. The music video, him dancing around, Rats! It's amazing. Like, absolutely amazing. That floors anything of Impera. It just does. And Dance Macabre floors anything on Impera. It's so fun. it's so good. It's so cheesy and goofy and dancing around, and I like that kind of stuff. So, yeah, Prequel is the most fun one. My issue with Prequel and why it isn't number one, because I could easily put it number one. I could easily put Prequel number one because of how fun it is. There's 2 instrumental tracks. I don't think you need 2 instrumental tracks. I know they're both good. I know one has Mikkel from Opeth on, so... But you don't really need them. It kind of feels like filler in the album. If you had 2 more upbeat, dancey songs, sure, it would be my favourite Ghost album of all time. And that'll trigger everyone. I don't fucking care. It's the most fun album. I love it. But those 2 instrumental tracks kind of drag it down a bit. And then you got that song where it's like, don't you forget about dying. Don't you forget about your friend death. That's so cheesy, but I actually quite like it. So yeah, Prequel, love the album. I'm just nitpicking now, it's about on par with Impera. Love them both, it's just that Prequel has some songs I prefer. Next up, we have... Meliora. Meliora is the most heavy album they've done. Holy moly. Yeah, Mummy Dust? Mummy Dust? How heavy is that? From the pinnacle? From the pinnacle to the pit. Meliora is the metal album. If you want to get into Ghost and you like metal, Meliora. Smeliora. It's the best album for you. I mean, it just is. I know the special editions has Square Hammer on, so even better. Even better. This is the metaliest metal album by Ghost. It's the one most people enjoy. I've seen polls online, and this is the one everyone picks as the best. But for me, one tops it. That's right. One album tops it, and of course, it's Opus Eponymous. The debut is my favourite. I got into Ghost from the debut. I've seen them on every tour, and this one stuck with me. It has this ghostly vibe to it. It has a creepy vibe. Elizabeth, Ritual. So many good songs on here. Satan Prayer, Death Knell, Genesis. I love that Genesis closing track as well. I know I shot on instrumentals before, but this one's too good. It's just the air of atmosphere about this debut which makes it just leagues above the rest. It's the creepiest. It's on line with Meliora for the most metal, but it is the most creepiest album they've done, and it's the kind of albums that I listen to and enjoy, this atmospheric-y kind of stuff, and this delivers. Even the artwork is spooktacular. Love this from start to finish. I mean, I love all these albums. I'm just nitpicking with some of them, because there's a couple of songs I'm like, but overall, flawless discography. Can't wait to see what they do next. Love all of it. So, let me know down below. Do you agree with my list? Probably not. Everyone's different. Let me know what's your favourite Ghost song, what's your least favourite, and we'll see you again on another Quest for Metal.